Hi everyone! Today we're gonna learn everything about comparative and superlative adjectives. So, as you can see from this picture, in order to put adjective into comparative form, we need to add the ending er. And in superlative form, we need to add est. For example, old, older, oldest. Alright, let's get profound information about this grammar theme. Shall we start? When we are making comparative form out of adjective, we need to bear in mind that if an adjective ends in one vowel, you all know about vowels, right? They are A, E, I, O, U, plus consonant, the B, C, D, F, G, H, and so on. We double the consonant and add er. For instance, big, bigger, hot, hotter, thin, thinner, fat, fatter. And another thing is, if an adjective ends with a Y, we change it to I and add er. Like happy, happier, funny, funnier, easy, easier, ugly, uglier. So, whenever we compare two things or people using long words, which consist like with 3 or more syllables, we add the word more, then adjective, and the word than. For example, Maria is more beautiful than Jennifer. This book is more interesting than that book. Also, there are irregular adjectives where we can't add just the endings, we can't add er ending, because when we put these words into comparative mood, they totally change. Good becomes better, bad to worse, far to further, and little to less, more to much. If we want to compare 3 or more things, people, or anything else, we need to use the definite article the. So, when there is a short words which consist of one syllable, we add the definite article the and adjective with est ending. So, we just add est to the adjective. For example, red car is the fastest of all. Or dinosaur is the tallest. And when using a long words with 3 or more syllables, we add the word the most, then adjective follows. For instance, he is the most intelligent student in a class. She is the most beautiful girl in the world. Again, our irregular adjectives in superlative form are totally different words. Good now becomes best, bad, worst, far, furthest, little, less, much, most. Alright, so now let's revise once more, okay? In comparative form, we just add ed to the short adjectives. And in superlative, we got to add the ending est. And of course, we use it with definite article the. Short, shorter, the shortest. High, higher, the highest. Cold, cold, the coldest. Simple, simply, the simplest. Clever, clever, and the cleverest. Okay. And with the long adjectives, as you know, long adjectives, the ones that consist two or more syllables, right? In comparative form, in long adjectives, we got to add the word more. And in superlative ones, we add the most. So the different article the and the word most. Like here, interesting, more interesting, the most interesting. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Intelligent, more intelligent, the most intelligent. Expensive, more expensive, and the most expensive. Dangerous, more dangerous, and the most dangerous. All right. So here, let me erase it first of all. Okay, so here I want you to do this exercise. I want you to find irregular verbs out of these words, these adjectives. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to do this exercise, or you can always put on pause. Yeah, you can always pause the video and do the task. Okay, I think the couple of minutes will be, a couple of seconds will be enough for you. Okay, so ready? If you're ready, let's check it together. So hot, hotter. No, it's not irregular one. Big, bigger, cold, colder, old, older, young, younger, bad. This word totally changed, right? Bad becomes worse, and in superlative one, the worst. So this is the irregular adjective. Fast, faster, quick, quicker, little, really, little would be less, right? And the least one. Okay, this one is right. Slow, slower, short, shorter, cool, cooler, good. Good becomes better and the best. So we know it, right? I think you know this one also. Far, again, far is not the regular one, it's the irregular one, right? Far would be further, furthest. Small, smaller, long, longer, low, lower, high, higher, wide, wider, large, larger, few, fewer, warm, warmer, smart, smarter. So yeah, we have 4 more irregular verbs here. So these are then bad, little, far, and good. Okay. So next one. So now look at this structure. So we use as adjective as to make comparisons when the things we are comparing are equal in some way. So yeah, so they are equal in some way. So try to make a sentence out of these 3 words. Cindy, beautiful Pamela. So you need to say that these 2 girls equally beautiful, you know. All right. So yeah, it's gonna be Cindy is as beautiful as Pamela. So yeah, they are both equally beautiful. Another example, Gordon, fat Tom. So you got to say that they are both kind of overweight. Yeah. Of course, it's gonna be Tom is as fat as carton. Okay, so, and in negative form, it's gonna be not as, adjective as. We use this structure in order to make comparisons between things which aren't equal. For instance, Canada is not as hot as Ecuador. Yes, because Ecuador is hotter than Canada, right? So they are not equal. Now, I want you to do an exercise where you need to fill the gaps with this using this structure. So 4 more sentences. So in brackets you have adjectives and you need to use this structure. Okay, just pause the video, do this task, and of course we're gonna check it together. All right, I think you're ready, guys. Okay, let's start. So running is not as fast as biking. We all know that biking is faster than running, right? Helen is not as friendly as her husband. Movies are not as interesting as books. Books are more interesting than movies, isn't it? Do you all agree that movies are like less interesting than books? I think so. And last one, playing video games is not as good as exercising. Definitely, exercising is much better than playing video games, right? Now, guys, we are are you ready to travel to Spain with me? Let's travel and do exercise, multiple choice question task, okay? So what do we need to? So we need to practice what we have learned right now. So we're gonna put these words into comparative or superlative ones. So the first question is, so here the task is, we need to complete the sentence with the right form of the adjective. So we're gonna get the options. So here the first question is, Jupiter is than Mars. So is it bigger, or biggest? So you have a couple of seconds to do this. Yeah, Jupiter is bigger than Mars. We need to double the consonant because it consists of only one syllable. So that's why it's going to be bigger. We doubled the consonant. Next one. Jupiter is the planet in a solar system. Bigger, or biggest? So in this case, we have to put it into superlative form, right? Because we comparing it with many other planets. So it's gonna be Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. The moon is smaller, or smallest than Earth? Yeah, of course, the moon is smaller than Earth. Next one. Mars is colder, coldest than Earth. Mars is colder than Earth because we all know that Mars located a bit far, like maybe a lot far from the Sun comparing to the Earth. Okay, next one. Mercury is the smaller or smallest planet in the solar system. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system, so yeah, it's gonna be in superlative form. And the last one is Venus is hotter or hottest than Uranus. So Venus is definitely hotter than Uranus, right? Because it is the first planet in solar system. Okay, so yeah. Mercury is the closer or closest planet to the Sun. So yeah, it's gonna be Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. Neptune is the farthest or farthest planet from the Sun. Of course, it's the farthest planet from the Sun. Alright guys, so we've done today. We did a great job. So see you in my next classes. Alright, see ya. Bye.